Hello, everybody. This is Gold Mortgage Team powered by Centum Gold Mortgages, FSRA 10319. Our phone number is 905 487 0796, and our website is goldmortgageteam.ca. We are conveniently located at 407 and Dixie. Um, Today, we are going to discuss about B lenders. These are the lenders who save a lot of deals which are declined by the banks. People who are business for self, these lenders can finance their deals. Their important factor is they can qualify a client who has gross income, but on their notice of assessment, they don't show too much income. So basically, on CRA papers, there is not too much income. So in that scenario, the B lenders kick in, and the best part about B lenders is their fees are lower as compared to private lenders. The rates are reasonable as compared to banks. It's a little bit higher than banks, but still it's reasonable and clients can easily afford them. There are few lenders who basically only deal in B lenders, but there are lenders out there who does A and B both, like Home Trust and Equitable Trust. Their niche market is B lenders, but they can do A lending too. And then we have Heaven Tree, Community Trust, and there's a lot of other options out there which we deal with. Today we are going to discuss about case studies, and I will start with Vikrant. Vikrant, you can about
Thank you, Gurpreet. Uh, so the client was incorporated, self-employed. Both husband and wife were working for the same incorporation and were self-employed. They were providing consultancy to a logistics company. So their income, the cash flow was good.
I will add a point here which is very important so that our listeners can. So, the all the money was coming to incorporation.
Incorporation, yes.
So it wasn't paid on their personal names.
Yeah.
So they were like subcontract.
The income was good, but they were not showing the income on the notice of assessment as Gurpreet told. So their family income was about $200,000. They bought a property in Orangeville for $1.1 million. So they need a $920,000 of a mortgage based on a 6-month average income coming to the incorporation account. We have a stated income for him, and we got approved through Equitable Bank, and it was a really good
Transaction. Even the clients were very happy.
Very happy. The interest rates were good as well as compared to what they were getting from outside. So for any deals like those, you can reach out to us at 905-487-0796.
I will come to Balwinder now. Balwinder, if you can explain about the deal which you are working on right now.
Yeah, thank you, Gurpreet. Actually, this one of my client, there's actually two houses and they want to buy another third house. They have good income, cash is coming in the account, they are incorporated, but and on the notice of assessment, they're not paying too much, showing too much income. So we just because of the B lending, they are more flexible than the banks. They literally they accept some incorporated income. So easily, I think we can go through with another bank, and we land almost 620 for third house.
And it's a third property.
Yeah.
So people who have multiple properties, we can get them a mortgage. And the important factor is it's not a private mortgage. You guys know private is a little bit expensive in terms of fees. So coming back to Mr. Bill, if you can explain a scenario where we got a mortgage for somebody, I remember in Cambridge, who were employed they had the difficulty with managing their debt, and we did the debt consolidation. If you can explain that case study to everybody here.
Yeah, thank you, Gurpreet. Thanks for the question. So we had a client, they had actually bought a pre-construction property from the builder. Like he said, they were going through so much in terms of the debt. We also had to consolidate their debt into the mortgage. So that was a little bit challenging part on this. So what happened is this guy, he had his incorporation opened back 1 year ago. He went with the bank mortgage guy. He took his file, put it on the back burner, said whenever the turn will come, we'll review it, like they always do. But as once he got the letter from the builder for the closing, the bank guy, he said, no, they can't do it because the corporation is not 2 years old, right? So, and this guy was all shattered because they had the closing coming up next 2 weeks after, right? So he approached us, and then in a hurry, he was very much confused because the bank said no at the last minute, but we got him because we have access to the lenders where we do not need the corporation to be 2 years old or even more, right? We even have access to the lenders where we can take in consideration even if the corporation was opened 3 months ago. Luckily, in this guy's case, he had corporation that was opened 1 year ago, so we got him with the 80% LTV. We got him the mortgage interest rate at 5.89 versus he was trying with bank 5.39, but bank wouldn't give him the mortgage, right? The difference wasn't much, and we got him his mortgage based on his last 6 months of the bank history, and from Equitable Bank, the family is happy. We consolidated their debt, and they have already moved into the new home, and that's how we can help while working with the B lenders. We have a special edge over the banks, where the banks only go by the books, but these lenders, their lending is based more on the logic than just like a certain set of written rules. Feel free to give us a call anytime. We're always here to help you guys. Thank you, Gurpreet.
Thank you. Coming back to our guest here, Jennifer. Jennifer, if you can explain us a little bit how investments, you do investment and insurance, how people can get some money out of their equity in the house and invest with you, and we can work in tandem where your clients can get benefit from us also, and you have already did so many investments in that scenario. So if you can explain us a little bit more about that.
For sure, sure can. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to meet everyone in your audience and be part of your team. So as you mentioned, as you all mentioned, of course, having B lenders is super important for people that are, struggling with debt, as you've mentioned, or incorporated newly and having, not a huge income coming in, and, looking at that credit or bankruptcy side of things, we can look at how to finance things differently to get that down payment built up so that you are running into a better situation rather than running out of a situation. So of course, having conversations about pre-investments when you're going down that road is extremely important. And that's something that I, do with everybody, is look at what does the next couple of years look like to get you to that point.
Exactly,
Yeah. And of course with that too, if your cash flow is not there, where do we look at start freeing up some money to pay that mortgage when you do have that lender happen that says yes, there'd be lender that's willing to work with you? How do we free up some cash flow to make that monthly mortgage payment too? But of course, if you have a place and now you want to look at, how do you take some money out of the house you currently have to buy that second or third home, having that work for you. So, what I do is, look at that whole financial picture and help place some things together for you better so that you can have the dreams you want and make that happen. And of course, with, B lenders, the mortgages are there to help, but looking at the life insurance, critical illness, disability, that if something was to happen in your family, how do you continue to pay that mortgage and not lose your house? So I also do that end of it, helping people figure out how to secure all that side once that mortgage is actually approved too.
Really important.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You can share your phone number also.
So yes, thank you. So I can be reached at 647-949-1099, and working with this wonderful team, I can be reached through them too if you're looking for me and need to talk to someone in this office first.
I will add, she is integral part of our team. So if anybody needs some help with financial planning, insurance, you can reach us also at 905-487-0796. And of course, we will work together in a scenario where the mortgages, investment, and insurance, all of that will be covered under one roof. Even we can do, because a lot of our team members are realtors also,
Yeah.
so we can do real estate also for our viewers if they need help with that. So I will come to Rishabh now. Rishabh, you were working on a deal where the guy was, he owns a construction company,
Sure.
and
yes.
there's a lot of cash coming in, but on his notice of assessment, not too much income.
Yeah.
Sure.
So in this scenario, it was a refinance. How did the whole scenario work out? If you can explain a little bit more.
First of all, thank you, Gurpreet, for letting me talk on this. The deal that we were working on, he owns basically 2 properties in Georgetown. Has a construction company, the inflow of income upwards of about 23,000 per month. On his notice of assessment, he's only showing about 90 grand, right? He went to the bank, big banks first. One of the guys said he'll be able to do it, but going by the system, like Mr. Bill said,
I will add
he
a little
declined.
bit here. Why bank declined? Because 90,000 income, you only qualify for 450,000 in today's world.
True.
And because his first mortgage on owner-occupied property was almost 800,000.
892.
And then he's looking to refinance the other property, the investment property, where he wanted to borrow more than $1 million. So overall, he's asking for 1.9 million. So for that, he needs a lot of income. In our scenario, we did go to a B lender and we got approved based upon his gross income in the account.
Stated income program.
Stated
Yeah.
income program.
Because 6 months, the the income based on that was about 400,000. That we were able to calculate, and banks, the equitable bank, was really happy to give him the mortgage. We had to take a few exceptions because of his TDS, EDS ratios being high. We worked on that, talked to the developer BDMs on that, but we were able to actually secure him the money that he wanted.
See, that is the charm of working with the B lenders. Here, the lending is based on the logic, more so than just like some set of rules, right?
Sure.
So if they see the money is coming in, they're willing to lend the money based on the current scenario versus whatever he filed on the taxes for last year. Things keep on changing, right? Yeah.
Sure.
I will come to Gushan now. Gushan, if you can tell us a case study about your clients where we helped them, they were declined with the bank.
Yes, thank you, Gurpreet. Tell about the client who get the finance from the B lender. Actually, they already own a farmhouse where they buy last year for the 1.6 million, and there was the mortgage of around 1.15 million already on that. There were the 2 brothers and 2 wives they have, and the wives were working on the payroll. They have the good income, and one of the client was the owner operator and the other was the taxi driver. And owner operator has also the good income.
So
But-
owner
but on
operator
the-
trucker, you mean
Yes.
to
He
say?
was a trucker.
Yeah, he was a trucker owner operator, but he has a good income. The taxi driver has also good income. But on the notice of assessment, as I don't know, for the tax purposes, they stated the income was very low, and they did not qualify from the bank for their second farmhouse, and then that was the worth 2.1 million. They already have the mortgage of the previous 1.1 million, and then we go with the B lender. They take the stated income from the last 3 months, and because on the base of that, they got a very good deal on that one, and they were happy. The deal was closed on time, and everybody was happy.
I will add here, usually on B side, if you have a farmhouse with 5 acres, they will do the deal very happily. If we're talking about home trust, equitables, and all the B lenders, big B lenders. But if somebody owns a farmhouse with big acreage, large acreage,
Yeah.
I will say more than 10 acres, usually we have to go to different lenders. We can do those deals also. The down payment increase in that scenario, and but still we can close that kind of deals also. If you guys have that kind of a deal, please call us at 905-487-0796. We can help in that also. So now our new team member Veronica, if you can tell a little bit about our company.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Veronica. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I'm from the Gold Mortgage team. Our office phone number is 905-487-0796. Our office is conveniently located at Dixie and the 407. We are open between the hours of 10 to 6, Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday by appointments only.
Thank you, Veronica.
Thank
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Now I will introduce Mr. Sam, who is well known in real estate, but he is part of our team also now. So Mr. Sam, if you can introduce yourself, please.
I'm happy to join the Gold Mortgage team, and I'm in touch with the Bill and the entire team. So I have seen it's really, for me, is a couple scenario which banks were unable to help. So I really think it's a good to add in myself in the team. It will really help me because I go through, even last week we were discussing a scenario. So really, it really opened my mind between a lender and even some like a banks. So there were one more bank scenario which I was not aware of that. It really makes a difference in the interest rate only. So through this channel, I think we can make a lot of people aware.
It's all about
Otherwise-
education, right? Most of the clients, they're only after banks. They really don't know what, as a mortgage brokerage, we can bring on the table and make their life better.
Yep.
Sometimes there are scenarios where people just take the file and they will have the file with them for a month or 2 months. They will not even do the processing on it, and at the last moment they will provide a private solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see that kind of deals like all through. So I will suggest my viewers that please call us. We can, if you are declined by the bank, we can still take you to a B lender. B lender rates are not that different. So if you compare right now, 5-year rate is 5.34 with the A lender.
The A lender.
And with the B lender, we can get you a 1-year rate, which is 5.74, or maybe better than that. We have some promotions also going on. So in that scenario, there's not too much difference. So please call us and we will guide you through. We will get you a solution which will help you to close the deal on time. 905-487-0796.
And also we can work out a lot of exceptions as compared to the A lenders, because A lenders, you're only restricted to the GDS TDS ratios, max 44, but here we have lenders where we can take your income versus expense ratio all the way to 60, and we can still fit in your file, and we can get you approved. Feel free to give us a call, 905-487-0796, or goldmortgageteam.ca, powered by Santam Gold Mortgages, license number 10319.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.